It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, we'll get the race lined up. Yeah, so.
And here we go. So okay.
He's going. Darko's not messing around now. Looks like he must be afraid of his. Top Man is the fastest possible route.
Yeah.
But again, you have to be really. And I saw Darko's mashing in the last race. He's really good at mashing, so this is an advantage for him.
But you see, like for the other routes, it's always interesting because you can be like a really good runner with all the different routes. Like Magnet is gonna be a little bit slower, but if you have like Kyle Fatso is one like incredible runner for Magnet first, and you know, like I think the second time or the third time after Darko on the leaderboard is actually run by Gemini with the Gemini first route. So
yeah. That's the old route because the benefits that you see a 2 jump kill for Darko, which means he's really mashing well to start off here. The old route used to be Gemini, so you could get the rush jet early in Needle and have the downside to it is that you don't get your one of the best weapons, the Shadow Blade, until much later. So
it's really interesting. For a lot of Mega Man games, you're gonna have like one route or two maybe at most that are gonna be run, but mostly it's just one, and everyone like know that that's gonna work. But Mega Man 3 is quite different for that, and we see Darko just took it safe here on the little jump at the end of the stage up top first.
He's the first into his boss stage. These 2 bosses are actually the 2 unique bosses that take 2 damage from the Buster. Every other boss takes 1. Gemini's kind of 1.5 because there's 2 of them on screen halfway through, so you can kind of hit both of them and take 2 damage off that way. So that kind of goes into why they're the first chosen. Kyleprecise, nice fight there. He didn't have too many. The downsides of the Magma Man fight with the Buster is that you can't touch him when he's up in the air shooting his magnet missiles. So he was able to get a lot of shields and break him out of the shield by just taking damage, and then that was a good fight.
With the one more hit, it would be dead. So that's a good pattern here. He made thanks to Magnet here for Kyle.
And then Darko goes to Gemini Man and not Shadow Man. Now that's interesting. This is not the standard route for Top Man. You'd go to Shadow Man because that's Shadow Man's weakness is top. So he's going to Gemini. He's going to be doing this like Gemini first. So we get to see the benefits here of a Gemini first here. And a Buster fight with Gemini.
Yeah, so you're going to see the fight with a Buster for Gemini, and well, it's quite interesting.
Standard glitch there, going through that without going through the cutscene of Proto Man. This has the added benefit of shutting off the music, which causes lag in this game. Lag is an incredibly, and you can talk about this especially playing the game, how well you feel it. This game is all about lag reduction.
Yeah, sometimes there's so much, like it feels like the game is pulling you, like when you're trying to advance.
It's interesting.
When there's so many enemies in this game, it's not the most well optimized Mega Man game. It was Rush, no pun intended, a little bit, but
oh, puns would be good. Puns are definitely recommended in this stream here.
It's a little bit less laggy for like Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 when they optimized that a little bit better.
And lag has a lot to do with this screen here that Darko's in, right?
Yeah, he's doing the one side block here slide. It's going pretty well. That was beautiful.
How did he miss those that little hopper there?
The little so here. Gonna be Gemini Bus fight for Darko, and it's gonna be Aardman fight for Cal here. So who do you think Darko's gonna see next then?
I would guess Needle at this point. Oh, he could die here. It'd be okay.
No, there we go. Nicely done.
Yeah, whoa, simultaneous kills here.
Yep.
Although Darko did just, even though it looks like they're even right now, Darko did get through kind of a couple harder stages, stage here. So I would put him slightly ahead, even though it's really nice to see this synchronicity here.
Yep. So the next one's gonna be Top Man for Cal here, and for Darko is gonna be Needle.
What I expected at this point.
Hmm.
Needle is one of the easier ones. It's called Friedel for a reason, right?
Yeah, yeah. The stage is not really hard. It's pretty straightforward. You're not gonna you might gonna lose the drops and everything, but the only thing that you're gonna be scared of, you need to actually be careful, is the boss fight itself.
Okay.
Mm.
And we'll see kyleprecise use magnet missiles against these cats that you saw Darko mash in 2 jumps. You can see how good a masher Darko is, because Kyle's not really going to gain much time using magnet missiles, which takes fewer hits.
So yeah, you're gonna do like for the it's gonna be 1 jump with the magnet. It's much safer, much easier for runner. So this is one of the many advantage of the magnet first route. Nice little deboost here from Kyle.
Mashing those. Do magnet missiles cause lag if they're on screen with a lot of enemies?
I don't think so. They go really fast. So, and I never noticed any lag by the. There's gonna be a lag for like the a little bit the Gemini with a nice, really nice fight here on Needle for Darko. So no Nudu here, but I don't think the magnet causes any lag.
Okay. Because the Gemini laser has takes up 3 pixels, and it's 3 different sprites, something like that.
Yeah, that's why you cannot. You can only have 1 on screen when you're at a time. So if there's 1 and he's gonna bounce around if you're hit an enemy, so that's why you can lose quite a lot of time. So this weapon is kind of curse and a blessing at the same time.
What it looks like is Darko is just mixing and matching the top first and Gemini first here.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
I think you said that before, and I think we saw that Darko is quite a showman. So for the viewers, it's really a treat now. And look at that mashing on the on Proto Man fight. It's really, it's really impressive.
Yeah, you see him. He didn't even get to the right wall, and that's amazingly good. We'll see kyleprecise is right coming into it right now, and we'll see how far Proto Man jumps for Kyle here.
There we go. So if for me, I'm not really a good round of the game, but if I can kill Proto at the middle of the room, after he went to the right wall, that's pretty good for me. But you're gonna see the top runner, he doesn't even touch the right wall here.
That's the benefit of mashing. That's that's several seconds right there, and that's there's no routing or there's not a whole lot of execution other than mashing it. Jump mashing.
Yeah. It's really, when you got these kind of runner, Kel is in a low 37, and at this point it's really about movement, general movement, and sliding, slide chaining, these kind of things. This is where you're gonna save time. You can check out a run.
He didn't get a slide jump out, so he just jumped and realized it just a bit too late that he wasn't gonna make it, and tried to come back and didn't quite get it. That'll cost him about 30 seconds maybe. It's not bad. But,
well, for this fight, for this race, Cal, that has to be really, really be I would say perfect or near perfect to really want to take Darko out. So we're gonna see if Darko might gonna give Cal a chance to catch up a little bit.
Say he has to be precise.
Absolutely.
Again, going to Snake. So yeah, it looks like he's just mixing and matching the 2 routes together. I'm actually curious to see how much time this would actually lose. It's not going to lose that much time just to kind of mix and match these routes, because you're still going to have the benefits of the weapon. You just didn't get it for Gemini, and that's it.
We're gonna see for the I'm not sure what will be a really good time for the robots. 8 robots for Darko. But I've seen runner finish that in 16 minutes or so. So we're gonna see for what's gonna be the time at the end here. And for Cal, I know a 18 or less will be pretty good for the robots.
So you're looking for 18 for Darko and 18 for Kyle. That's a good benchmark to look for. Precise taking like Darko went through this section. This is one of the harder screens, the first screen of
of Demon Eye. Yeah, it's always the same thing, but you need to be I don't want to say precise, but you need to be you need to be really efficient here. You're gonna like it's more fish, but it's this ways. Right, so does it get the skip here? Yes. So it's not really hard to get that thing, but I mean, we have seen runners miss it, and it's really tedious because you're gonna have like a Proto Man watching you awkwardly for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the zip as well, and after that, it's really like you said, the music is gonna be there, a lot of lag, and that one's gonna be really costly if you get a music on.
Now, why didn't Darko go for the single block slides in Needleman?
In Snake Man or the
Snake
at the
Man.
end of Snake Man? Yeah, I mean, I think that thing is gonna save you like less than a second or something like that. So even like Fast Tag, the wall recorder, they didn't go for that. It's a really silly stress to do in the in tournament, I would say.
Darko's been doing silly strats, so that's kind of what, yeah, kind of expecting that.
Yep.
All right, Kyle almost died there. He's down to 1 health. You did pick up the health drop that's given to you on the transition screen.
So yeah, I think he's gonna skip the tank. We're gonna see if he I don't think he's gonna try to jump over the. He's gonna take it safe and. Oh no! There we go. So you shoot 2 star to make the to wait a little bit. So he's gonna jump to the wall. If you don't do that, he's gonna jump towards you to the right if you try to pass him. There we
Metal
go.
Blade, it's like twice as fast with Gemini since it does twice damage as the. Ooh,
Nicely
oh,
done from Cal.
living on the edge here.
I don't think he have any choice here. I mean, he knew he took a death, and he know that Darko is he's the favorite for this one, so he have to go all out. Like if he wanted to try to take it safe on that race, that death just I think changed everything.
I see. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to ask you. And you kind of went at it anyways. Like he's got a. I was going to ask you about the E-Tank. Like, would he normally pick up that E-Tank, but decided you got to shave all the seconds you can at this point?
Yeah, I don't like. There's plenty of the E-Tank at the end of the game. I don't. It's gonna depend on the runner. I'm taking a lot of E-Tank in my run, and I don't really need it. I need to change that, but. I don't think. I think Cal's gonna be okay, and there's plenty of E-Tank on the way after that if he really needs to.
Yeah, just a quick magnet trip for Darko. All these strategies, and they completely finish the stage already.
Perfect. So, 2 stages left for Darko here. Ornament is really straightforward, and you're gonna have Spark, which is really too short stage. So Cal still got to do the end of Needleman here, and Snake is really it's one of the longest stage for the 8 robots.
So what you're saying is like Darko is just crushing his time right now. I'm trying to think of something other than that, but crushing is the only thing that comes to mind at this point.
Well, we didn't see any really mistakes for Darko here. He's doing some interesting strat, but he's doing everything pretty well. So
yes, I mean that death costs time, but not enough to make it almost a stage and a half.
Well, you see even without a death, you should, if you put the 2 runners together, of course you're gonna see Darko just saving time on every screen. These are the top runners for a reason. I mean, they're gonna save frames, and it's just like I said, general movement is so. Sometimes you don't really see if you don't run the game or doesn't really know the game, but.
I get. How much time would you estimate good slide chaining versus mediocre slide chaining in Mega Man 3 run?
I don't know because I'm pretty much on the mediocre specter of standings. So that's why I'm there. If I knew the answer.
Yeah. um, is that for you? Let's ask you. What is that the biggest issue you have from being a 38 runner to maybe being a 35 runner? Where's the biggest time gain for you in this run?
I don't. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna work on the game. That's for sure. But I need to like. I got a 37:58. I know there's 20 seconds on the yellow level still, but it's really about small strats. You can like optimize some stages, and I mean there's plenty of time or plenty of way to save time. Maybe the bus rush. You can use different strats as well. We saw KML doing a really interesting spark strat on the bus rush. Maybe you can save time there, or it's mashing, and there's a lot of little details at this point because there's no like really big trick anymore that you're gonna see different.
Like in Mega Man 2, there's a ton of like big tricks that you know of, but there just doesn't exist in 3.
Yeah, it's really about like after you learn how to do like the big stuff, like one cycle yellow level, I don't know, one cycle the Wily machine before or like quick on gamma, this kind of thing. I mean, after that it's just about execution and trying to be the most efficient like every time. So it's really I think it's the artist, and for like as a Zelda runner, I think you know that pretty well, that every screen is little optimization.
So kyleprecise got he has needle down too, by the way, and Darko has hard down. We're both down to spark.
Yeah, sorry.
I told you this was a difficult thing to keep track of. I'm not good at it. That's why I let you do it. I didn't want to take the blame for missing it.
There we go. So almost over for Darko here. It's gonna be about a low 37 for 8 robots time, or maybe a I-16. So that's pretty good.
How long is the Sparksman stage usually? A minute and a half, 2 minutes?
Yeah. 20. It's not really a long one, so.
kyleprecise is doing pretty good on his splits. Probably, I don't have either of the streams up. I just have the restream up. And Darko with well, we can't look at the time. Well, no, that's yes. So that's about a 17-minute.
I think we're gonna say about maybe a middle 18 for Kyle here, or maybe a little more than that, like 18:45 or 18:40.
A couple deaths in the Doc Robots, which are the harder stages, and we're good to go. Okay, like, what's your preferred choice for the Doc stages? I know they don't have real relevance to which one you do first.
I go Shadowman first and then Needle. We saw Doc Needle giving a lot of trouble to the runners during the run. Like, this is the longest level. I'm doing after that I'm gonna go see Gemini and then Doc Spark. Usually we're seeing a lot of people gonna go Gemini first, Doc Gemini first.
No, Gemini's the speedrun route that Fast uses because he wants to get the harder stage out of the way first in case he has to reset. So, why do you choose Shadow first?
It's really because I'm really bad at platforming. So it's you get a music despawn, and I know like when I first started I had a lot of problem with the platform that opened when the Shadow stage. I was like, we're gonna put this out of the way in the first place, and then
about the other ones later. Do you have the second set of the Doc stages up? On the tracker?
No, I was about to. I was about to ask medical for that.
Still on there. You just hit. You hit number 2 on this screen. Oh, I got the wrong tracker.
Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. Thanks.
There you go.
So yeah, we're seeing Doc Shadow first for Cal. I don't know if
you got the audio. The audio cut?
We don't hear the sound here, but we're gonna see with the red eye guy if you get it or not. And it seems, I think he get it. And that's way more to flow it, not to miss it. So yeah, you can be for the music discount is you have to hit you have to be on the right pixel, and if you hit the spike on the frame that the screen transition in, it's gonna kill the music. The death animation is gonna be it's gonna get over the music, and you're just gonna hear nothing afterwards. And yeah, you can miss it like because of the subpixel, but except for that, it's a pretty consistent trick at this place, I would say.
kyleprecise, I think, jumped off one of those breakaway platforms on the last frame to avoid dying. That's what it looked like to me.
So I didn't catch it. We're doing pretty well so far here. So for the duck stages, so there's 2 long stages and 2 like I would say shorter stages. So Shadowman is one of the short one. Darko already have. Needleman is pretty much the longest. And so here you can see that the Darko still have a pretty nice lead here over Kyle.
It's interesting that he chose Spark second.
Yeah.
But I was doing during the tournament, I've almost always seen Spark be either last or first.
For this one, it's you can like for the duck stages, you might gonna see. I don't know for the other run, but I'm going with the I know I'm gonna have like 2 or 3 tank at this point. I know I'm gonna use 1 E-Tank and Sparkman at the end for this the quick fight, and I know I might gonna need 1 on Needle. So it's really about maybe managing E-Tank. But for Darko, yeah, but I don't think we're gonna see any E-Tank usage from Darko.
I wonder if that was the 50-50 pixel, because it looked like he went for the Doc Spark music despawn. I don't know if he got it. It almost looks like he did, because I mean, there's not a whole lot of lag. I wonder if he got it.
So yeah, that's the one. Like you're gonna have 3 music despawn in this game, and this one is by far the riskier and the most complicated one to get, I would say.
Okay, being told that there wasn't a despawn for that, but he did go for it. I did see you go against the Spark, so I think he was on the 50-50 pixel. There are 2 pixels, and if you're on one, it's a 50-50 chance based on subpixelization, whether you get nothing or you get the despawn, and the other one is 5 out of 6 you get the despawn, but the 1 in 6 you die. So I don't know if you want to go for that in a tournament setting, because if you die there, you get.
We got the I think the robot voice here for Darkwing. But
sorry.
Yeah, oh no, okay, you're back. It's good. We had here a really nice fight with Gemini Weapon on a Quickman fight for Darko. I think I needed to say that. And so far, I mean, kyleprecise is doing pretty well here. You know, the death that he had on the Shadowman stage didn't move in like that's one thing we're gonna see. In a race, when you get a death or something, how is the player gonna react, or like is everything's gonna go down, or is he gonna shake it up or brush it off? And Cat is doing pretty well so far on that.
Yeah, that's yeah. He's like I said, he's probably watching Darko, so he knows he's behind, so he's playing loose and just playing well.
Yeah. So here you got the fight against Woodman, which is the you got one setup. It's always same thing, no RNG, and you're gonna take intentional damage here, and you're gonna go to the right side of the room to finish him with the needle weapon. And kyleprecise here, wrapping up the Duck Gemini. So still 1 long stage for Duck Needle left for Cal and Duck Spark. And here we got the Darko finishing up Duck Shadows. So still a long stage here for Darko to do which is gonna be Duck Gemini.
Spark third for kyleprecise. Gemini or Shadow Blade against that bug on Doc Gemini or Doc Spark. I guess everybody uses Gemini.
I use Gemini. I think runners use Shadow Blade here. I'm really surprised that Shadow Blade, because I think we all know is dedication to that weapon. But yeah, a lot of people, you're gonna see Gemini here.
And I have yet to see. I don't think Kyle Precise died. I've almost never seen an entire tournament race where both racers do not die, or at least one of the two do not die in the first screen of Doc Gemini. And it looks like we're going to be perfectly fine here for Darko, which, that's I guess that's saying, we're at the top end of the tournament now. No one's dying in that screen.
No, now you get the cream of the cream now. So. So here you see on the Gemini stage, both Gemini and Doc Gemini, you see a little tap hole here that's gonna appear when you're gonna burst the bubble. The runner's trying to have they're gonna hit the bubbles to have 3 enemies on the screen, which are not in their way, and after that they can match the bubble and they're not gonna have more than 3 enemies or tap hole on the screen.
Yeah, it causes a bit more lag, but you don't get hit by the enemy. You can just go straight through because nothing spawns.
So here, interesting fight. We're gonna see Cal against Quickman, which is one of the most difficult fight, or not the most difficult one of the game. Because here you want to get really nicely done. Yeah, really good fight by Kyle. He just crushed it there.
Yeah, you didn't even need that E-Tank, and you used it for safety. I guess you can be more aggressive when you use that E-Tank. So. Do you plan on using an E-Tank when you go in there?
I always do. But that's the some old bad habits that I might have to change here. Because like I said, you're trying to fetch the seconds where you can now. So when you're getting better and better, so taking the E-Tank is safer, but it's gonna cost you time as well. So.
You got a second bubble pattern. That usually doesn't happen for Doc Bubble, does it?
There we go. For this fight, I think there's different patterns, but
we got a bubble fight and then another set of bubbles come out before it killed him.
So there we go. So break time for Darko is going to be sub 27, which is really, really good.
Kyle Precise really isn't that far behind. He's a half long Doc Needle stage, and that's not too bad, really.
So Cal is
he's been pretty consistent. I guess we have to do the standard IBM. Shoutouts to Cab, I suppose.
So yep, we're gonna have here the Wily stages for Darko, which is it's a relief past the Duck stages, because these are the long one. At this place, when you go and you're on a good pace, the worst is behind. You can still things can happen there, but is the I would say the worst is behind.
I was gonna ask that too. It's the Wily stages are much easier than the Dock stages.
Yeah, they are much shorter. They're really shorter. I mean, it's about an hour and a half, a minute and a half for every stages. So, and here I think we need to mention here Shadow Bay for Cal. He's using Shadow Blade. You might gonna see a lot of runners Snake Man here, but Cal is sticking with Shadow, and he tried to share the good news and yeah, no, it's not a bad strat. It's a really good, it's a efficient one. It's a little bit slower, I would say, but it's consistent though. And he's trying
to these turtles.
Yep.
One left pattern. He got best, second best, second best, and then probably worst.
Nicely done here. And Duck Shadows are done for Cal here. It's gonna move to the Wilies.
Oh, he's got one split left before the Wily stages. Come on now.
Yeah, the infamous break split.
Yeah.
I don't have one. I mean, I don't know. I would say like Cal Precise was saying, one of the run. I mean, I need to take a break myself at this point.
So he's about, what, a minute? About 2 minutes behind, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I didn't check. I don't remember what was the time for Darko was precisely.
Somewhere around 27, and then kyleprecise is right around 29. Yeah, kyleprecise had a really good run, aside from that one Shadow Death.
Yeah, for a race, I think he's gonna be satisfied so far with the way he's playing the game and the performance here.
Getting easy, right? We expected from Darko.
So here we're gonna check out. He's setting it up for the one cycle yellow level, and there we go, really easy.
He gets 8 hits on the first hit.
Have you seen this? Yeah, the first up was amazing.
8 hits. I mean, I'm used to seeing like 6 or 7. 8.
Yeah, that's.
Come on now. A lot of lag in this widely stage.
Yeah. So here we're gonna see Darko in the KML room. Nicely done.
What's your easy Yellow Devil quick kill ratio?
I think I would say it's 3 out of 4, maybe 75%. I'm pretty new to. I was really relieved to the kill Yellow Devil before the tournament start, and I mean it took me I don't know. It took me quite a while for. I'm a terrible matcher, so I need to find. You need to find a grip for that. I mean, if you try to match with your thumb, it's not gonna work. And I was like, it took me a long time to change the way and find a way to do that efficiently. A nice sync yet again on the from both runner. Oops.
We saw the top the glitch there. The time you can go into the menu while using a weapon is a rush item, and that weapon takes on the property of whatever it is you equip. And since the clones are weak to top, you just change it to top, and it does full damage to it and kills it.
Yeah.
Guys are so hard. Those trash throwers. Darko couldn't mash through one of them. That's saying something about those enemies.
So here, I think we're gonna see the usual snake first and down row. I don't think he's gonna do any fancy or whimsical order the boss row.
That's a good way to describe some of his choices. Is whimsical. I like that.
So Cal is getting ready for the let's see Cal on the so nice. There we go. Nicely done.
I think that was 6 and 4 or 7 and 3. I wasn't sure, but that's that's not too bad
that's
at
pretty
all.
much
Standard.
That's usually that's a standard here. Pretty solid. Like, I mean, in the end, it's gonna be the same result, but yeah, I have to say the one from Darko was really impressive.
It was. Oh, he's not. He's doing okay. You see Kyle there. That one sprinkler just it causes so much lag that you have to be so precise while dealing with lag to get in between shots. You just waited there, which is definitely safer play and should get you at every time. We saw early in the tournament someone take like 2 minutes in that room. I can't remember who it was. But,
I think it was a certain KLML.
Was it?
Yeah, now he's a legend for that. So I think
he had to do it a specific way. Yeah.
There we go. Not a lot of life for Darko. There we go. And he finished his bus rush. He's gonna go through the last section here. So I think at this point we can say that the unfortunately for Cal, I don't think there was any comeback from
And about another 35 from Darko. He is Mr. Consistent in this tournament.
I mean, he's not he's not the second player in the world for no reason. I mean, at this point, these guys are so, I don't know, they were consistent and
didn't get it. Sorry,
I think
he didn't go for the lag strat there with tanks.
It was risky, but I mean, he tried it here. So yeah, you can shoot snakes on the screen. So for once the lag's gonna work in your way, like on your advantage. So you're gonna have two snakes on the screen. It's gonna be a little bit laggy. It's gonna be easier to match for the boss here. Or you can use only one too. So last boss here for Darko, and it's gonna be I don't know if it's gonna be a low 35, I think. Or no, I think it's gonna be sub 35. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. There we go, 34:54.
Official race time of 34:56 on the race
still
ball.
Sweet, still on the I don't know what's the best time for any run that in this tournament, but this one is really
47, I think is the best.
okay. And who made that one?
That one was Colonel Fatso.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, we're definitely Darko is that's incredible.
Darko, just to let you know, Darko in this tournament, aside from that, his last tournament race where he kind of played around a lot, he has a 34:57, a 35:02, 34:57, and now a 34:56. So that's his best run of the tournament by 1 second over two other runs. Oh, we see a Nadua laser. I see a second one.
Yep, there we go.
Still hit. Okay.
Yeah. So Cal here is gonna finish with about, I would say it's gonna be a sub 30, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I mean that's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean that's a really good run for Cal, and he went against like an incredible racer. So I mean, and I know Cal is more than happy to made it at this point in the top 8 for the out of 56 runner. I mean, he was thrilled about that, and just JJ to Cal and to Darko as well. I mean, that was a really cool race.
His best is a 38:05. No, 37:48 is what he beat Tiki with his last race. So it'll be somewhere around there, maybe a little bit more than that, around 38. So I mean, he got really consistent in this tournament, and you really can't ask yourself much more than that, right? To be at least be consistent, right?
And that's what we want, yeah.
That's about what, 40 seconds or so for the last.
Yeah, it's gonna be a I-37. I'm not sure. Maybe a low 38 here. We're gonna check it out.
Yeah, let's root for a sub 38.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's gonna be sub 38.
Oh yeah. Oh, this might. This is gonna be really close to his best time.
There we go. So it was
49. What is it on race?
On the race bus gonna be 52 maybe.
37:51.
Okay.
Oh, 3 seconds off his best tournament time. That's good. That's good for a knockout race, right there.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Cal's gonna be really happy with that. It's not gonna be happy about the death, but I mean, without that, it could have been like a 37:20, which is like, or 25. It would have been really close to his PB. So he couldn't have done like better than that, I would say.
Yeah, he raced really well throughout the.
He can go out of the tournament with the really proud of what he's done here.
He definitely should be. It's Darko's going to be, because of his consistency, he's going to be really difficult to beat in the semis or final.
Well, yeah, the semi is going to be really interesting for round 3 because we're going to see Darko against either Fastak or Feral Pigman.
Fast is the record holder, and you would expect him to advance, but
Feral
Fast
Pigman's
had great times in the tournament. Fast's best time was done on a non-race. He was in one of the pools where you could do that didn't have a 5th participant, so he could do your own race to try to better your best time, which went into seeding. and Fast would have been the third seed. He would have been behind Darko going into that if he hadn't done that. His best was a 35.28, or 35.28, I think. So if he moves on, that's going to be really close, and it's not like Farrell's a slouch. Anyway, Farrell's been pretty consistent on his. He's got he gets mid 35s pretty easily.
Yeah, so and it's pretty much like if you check out for round one, it's 35.23 for Fast, 35.37 for Feral Pigment. So I mean, this one, I know Fast not going to take this one as an easy match, or
Yeah. Oh yeah,
he's gonna be prepared for that one, and Feral Pigment as well. So that's gonna be really interesting to see.
And that's actually coming up. Is it tomorrow? I think. I think it's coming up tomorrow. That particular match.
It's gonna be no, it's gonna be Wednesday, April 19. It's gonna be at.
No, it is Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday night.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's 12:30 a.m. on the East Coast on Wednesday. So that's my time. It's 10:30 p.m., which is a really good time for me to see it. But yeah, that's going to be a big time match. And on the other side of the bracket, we've got the number 1 seed against Chelny. Number 1 seed is Colonel Fatso against Chelny, the 9 seed. He went through the aforementioned KLM. So you got the top seed. He's obviously going to be favored. And then you've got Prissy versus Almond City, which is a really interesting matchup. Chelney's known for 4 and now 6, and then Almond City's known for 5. Prissy's known for 2. Fatso's known for 5. We've got a lot of mixed and matched Mega Man players coming into on that side of the bracket for 3.
For 8 guys that are especially, I mean, they were known all over. And I think everyone loved them, yeah.
Yeah, technically Wednesday morning, but for everybody not on the East Coast, or I guess for you it would be Wednesday morning, right?
Well, I'm on EDT, so yeah, it's gonna be Wednesday at midnight 30. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna be asleep for this one.
Watch the VOD on it. It's gonna be on Speed Gaming, I imagine.
Yeah, speaking of Speed Gaming, is there anything coming up on the either channel 2 or the other channel for tonight?
That would be for our lovely restreamer to tell us. I know there was Link to the Past going on at the beginning of this. I don't know if there's anything going on there now. Phil could clue us in, perhaps, maybe.
I was about to check. I don't have the link for the schedule here, but I'm sure there's always something interesting happening in these channels. So, there we go.
Left hanging here. Oh, we're left hanging. That's okay. But yeah, is the Ori finished? Is the Ori tournament finished yet? I don't even know. There's that. They were in the quarterfinals, so they're probably like in the semifinals for that. I know Link to the Past is like dominating. Link to the Past Randomizer's been dominating Speed Gaming, and there's a reason for it because it's a really fun watch. Oh hey, schedule. Thank you.
There we go. Into the semifinal for done yet on Speed Gaming. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of past the randomizer tournament going on this week for Tuesday, Wednesday,
there is a coming up on Speed Gaming 2 here. There is Link to the Past, and tonight, which is a tournament I'm actually involved in tonight on Speed Gaming at 8 o'clock my time, but 10 o'clock Eastern is the Zelda 1 randomizer tournament. That's I think the desired match. That one's a little bit different. That one's a Swiss into a single elimination rather than a group stage into a single elimination. So that's that one is the randomized randomizer tournament. So you don't know what flags are set going into that. That's what this Zelda 1 tournament is. So you'll either get vanilla or that flag set. We don't know until you start the race. So it's a very unique one.
That's going to be interesting for sure, yeah.
So, I guess it's about 10 minutes from the start of the next, from the Link to the Past round. I don't know it doesn't show me here who's who's involved in the race, but I'm sure that it doesn't really matter who's involved. It's a really cool watch to watch.
It is going to be interesting for sure. Yeah.
So
I think that's
with
gonna be
that,
it for us. Yeah.
we'll send it over there, get that set up for the next race, and thank you, Mazimov, for coming in and doing the commentary for it. It was really a really fun race tonight to watch and commentate on.
Yeah. Thank you, Dark Window. It was a pleasure.
And sorry for needling you on anything that might have occurred. But we did eventually come out on top, man. We'll see you guys next time.